Now, I need you to tell me something, Anthony.
Yes, I can do that. What do you need?
Who was the producer for the Pitch Black match, which was match number 2?
Abyss.
Okay. Abyss should be fired.
Fair enough.
Was this Abyss's idea, or was this?
Well, apparently he's got full creative. The other one on the so maybe I'm being harsh, but
because if this is
what a pathetic, insipid waste of time.
Yep.
LA Knight. Let's put it into some kind. And I'm sorry, I'm stealing your thunder a bit here, Anthony. But I'm just. You've been building and people have been to the point where they're bored shitless. Come on, Bray, just fight. We finally get to a match, and against an opponent that I rate extremely highly. I think this LA Knight - LA Drake or whatever it was called, I think he's got it.
Yeah, definitely.
He could be another Stone Cold. He is, I rate him. And to build it all up and do everything there, and have such a shit match. Like, Bray Wyatt's entrance was longer than the match.
Yeah.
And then you all that talk and all the build-up and Uncle Howdy Doody and all of the rest of it, to go over with being hit by with a kendo stick came out, and then Sister Abigail. And then Howdy Doody, whatever his name is, when he comes off the top of that thing at the end on the side, missed him by about 4 foot.
Yeah.
What a pathetic. They killed the whole thing. How do you resurrect that, Anthony?
Simply put, you don't.
I think they've killed Wyatt. I think LA Knight can still come out of it okay because he can latch onto someone else and do something. He's good enough on the stick and in the ring. But what are they going to do with this whole, gimmick now? I mean, I've lost all interest in that now. Mind you, to be honest, I'd lost interest before we got there. They've been taking so long, I got bored.
Actually, me and Manson were talking about this in a car ride back home from Lakes.
Yeah.
The problem with Bray Wyatt is when he left, nobody missed him. As much as you can say, I don't care if we get heat for this, as much as the marks in the mother's basement typing away on the keyboard say, "Oh, we miss Bray. We want Bray," are the same marks who are still sitting in their mother's basement going, "Oh, for Christ's sake, can we just get this on with?" Nobody missed him.
No, not really. And it's all been quite confusing since he got back. And, is he Bray Wyatt? Is he Howdy Doody? Is he, then obviously they're trying to pull Alexa Bliss back into it again. And
which they shouldn't do.
No, I must admit I wouldn't. I think they got her out of that and they sort of got her back to a certain point. And I think they've just thrown her right back 2 years ago. Back 2 years again. But I just thought it was a shit match. And disappointment factor out of the roof. I had some high hopes for a really, really good match. I thought, well, you got the whole Bray Wyatt gimmick. I respect and I like LA Knight, but pretty shit. They've killed the story. They've killed the good guy story. Didn't live up to the hype. What I wrote here: poor booking, lazy booking, just a gimmick match.
Yeah, it was. It was another joke. I mean, I don't go watch wrestling for something that's been done in the dark with guys wearing fluorescent paint. I think Bray Wyatt, what I've seen of him from back in the days of Tough Enough and then through his early stuff, he can work. He doesn't need to do all this shit. He's a big fella that can work. He comes from a great background, great pedigree, the Wyndhams and the Rotundas. I don't get this bullshit. The only time I really liked that gimmick in any way, shape, or form was when he first started doing it with the lantern, and he was more of a quasi-cult leader than some supernatural being.
Yeah.
But now they've gone down this supernatural being part. It's ridiculous. I think LA Knight the only thing I'll ever say negative about LA Knight is sometimes his promos look forced. You know, but other than that, the guy can work. He looks good. I think he just needs to maybe tone back on the promos and be a little bit more real about the promo instead of trying to overhype it. You know, it reminds me of a few guys local here that when they do a promo, they try and overdo the promo.
Yeah, a bit too over the top. Yeah.
A bit too over the top. He doesn't need to be that way. You know, he just needs to be. He's already got quick wit. He's smart. Don't need to be that over. And it's more realistic, so people take it more realistic. If it's too over the top and it looks like it's acting, people don't take it seriously. I think he can come out maybe out of this. I don't know where they go with Bray Wyatt now. You know, you sign this guy on ridiculous money for like a 3-year contract now. And I know a WWE contract doesn't mean nothing. They can sack you tomorrow. But
they've got to pay you out. Yeah,
but they sit you on the shelf for 3 years. Right? So, you know, but, you know, I don't know what to do with it. I gave it 0 out of 10.
I gave it 2.
Well, you were real generous.
Wow, you got to give it something, I suppose.
I zeroed it. I said this is not even a match.
And I think the other thing also, if we're talking about LA Knight, I don't know if you'll agree with this or not, I'm wondering whether he couldn't quite fully express himself, you know, because of the limitations of the booking around not only that match, but this whole sort of story. I don't know whether he was a bit constrained or...
This goes back with LA Knight. Well, I've been watching him since Impact.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay.
And it's for me, that's if I have a negative thing about about him, it's that he overdoes the promo, you know. You know, some people can get away with it, like Randy Savage got away with it because that suited the character. It was over the top. You know, even the Ultimate Warrior, I mean, nobody understand what he was freaking saying, but promo sounded good at the time. Even Bray Wyatt, he could talk he talked the legs off a wooden horse and not say nothing. It sounds all right. So I think he over tries that promo side of things. But as a worker, as a look, and he is good. Yeah. Well, once again, we are at a crossroads in pro wrestling. Was that he's a great heel? Where's that face? Yeah.
Too many heels now.
Too many heels.
I mean, really? Yeah.
We need at least 2 or 3 really good faces for the industry to kick on.
Yeah.
You need a Rock and Roll Express tag team and a Hogan.
Yeah.
You know, really.
You do something, yeah.
Magnum TA, maybe, I don't know. You need something. And we don't have it at the moment. That's what if they're going to be investing, that's what they need to be investing in.
Yeah. What do you give the other match, young Anthony?
There's 2 in the program that we've done. There's only 2 times I've given this rating. First time was B-Fab versus Electra Lopez from an NXT show. The second time is now 0.5 out of 10 with the comment of "Why the fuck?"
Yes, I agree.
Okay.